Sagittarius, this is going to be a message for you, a bonus. Happy birthday, guys. Now, I don't remember this off the top of my head because I actually wrote this last night and I had to lay down. I like to write this and then do the video right after so it's fresh on my mind. But I couldn't, guys. I sat here and wrote all this last night for you. That's a lot. And I couldn't. I don't know. Have you guys been tired lately? Is it the weather? Because, you know, my mood and stuff, my energy is affected by the weather and the seasons. I'm, like, much more tired during this time of year. Much more blah. Because it's just so gloomy and stuff outside. At least where I'm at in the world. It's gloomy right now. But, I don't know. It just feels like this blanket of tiredness. I almost feel like I fell asleep in the poppy fields in The Wizard of Oz, you know? Poppies. That'll make them sleep. Sleep. Now they'll sleep. Wicked. Some of y'all are going to go see Wicked. Wicked. Or something to do with witches or witch. Something to do with sub sandwiches, Subway, eat fresh. Anyway, let's not get off track. So, what was I saying? That poppies. Poppy, isn't there a drink called Poppy? Or there's a singer, I think, called Poppy now. I don't know. Something to do with Poppy. Isn't there like a little troll called Poppy? Poppy. Or it's like Poppy Chulo. Poppy. Okay. Poppies can make you sleepy. At least the Wizard of Oz said so. Sleep. Now they'll sleep. Unless it's like a oh, I don't want to say that word. Careful. Worldwide thing where they're kind of like, you know, just putting everybody to sleep during this time, kind of just like subduing, just and a darkness filled the land. What the fuck? Okay, all right, let's keep going. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do remember. Well, I don't remember everything I wrote, but I was hearing this song. It's a country song, okay? The other day I was driving with my mom back from Alabama, and we were picking up a drum set for my daughter, which is incredible. It came from a drummer, like somebody who really has a passion for drumming, and I love that. I love it because to me, I'd rather get an instrument or anything that belonged to someone else who really loved what they did and they had a passion for it, because to me that energy is embedded in that instrument. It's good energy. It's positive vibes for my daughter, whom is wanting to be a drummer. That's what she wants to do. So anyway, we were on the way back and we passed, like, it was just like a whole bunch of country land, and I'm hearing, let's all go down to Dumas Walker. You guys probably don't know that song. Let's all go down to Dumas Walker. Anyway, it's a country song that I might have heard a few times growing up. It's an older song. But it's not a song I've ever channeled. It's not a song that's ever just come to me. And it's not a song I ever really liked, to be honest. I just didn't know what it meant. It doesn't mean anything specific except for it's about a man. Oh, I think I sent it to myself, actually. Wait. Something to do with marbles, guys. Our marble countertops are marble. Marbled, something to do with marbles. Somebody, maybe you guys have marbles or collected marbles growing up. Maybe somebody here, you know, back in the day, my papa used to say, you know, he raised, because my papa was like real old school, and he raised the family to like not play with marbles because it was like gambling or something to do with gambling, or we got a gambler here, or gambler, rambler. But marbles, right? I'm pretty sure he didn't let my uncles and all them and my mom gamble or play marbles because it was like gambling, something like that. And then like somebody would take all the marbles. I'm not sure how you play marbles. There's an art to it, I think, but anyway, so I looked it up, and it says the song Dumas Walker by the Kentucky Headhunters has multiple meanings. Dumas Walker, the marbles champion. So he was a champion. His name was Dumas Walker. I hope he didn't get made fun of for that, because you know kids are mean. You know, they probably called him all kinds of shit for that. Dumas, D-U-M-A-S. The song is about a real-life marbles champion named Dumas Walker who owned a store near the Kentucky-Tennessee state line. Maybe there's a connection here to the South, Kentucky, or Tennessee, maybe even Jack Daniels. The song describes Walker as a bit crockety and says he doesn't like young people hanging around. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Adolphus Enos is a restaurant in Greensburg, Kentucky, where the band would eat after shows. The band that wrote the song, that Kentucky Headhunters. The band would eat there after shows. The song's lyrics about wanting to eat a slaw burger, fries, and a bottle of ski refer to this restaurant. A slaw burger is a hamburger topped with coleslaw. Ugh. Something to do with cabbage. I like cabbage, but not coleslaw. And a ski is a soda similar to Mountain Dew. The band's childhood. The song is also about the band's childhood, as the store was part of their lives growing up. Somebody here grew up real country or real in the South. Maybe even my dad did not have shoes. My dad did not wear shoes to school. I have an older father. My dad was in the Vietnam War, and my dad did not wear shoes to school. He walked to school barefoot, even in the winter. Yes. Talk about humbling myself. Growing up, to be real with you, like, I got grounded for saying I was bored. Like, there was just, I just have a different dad. My dad's just different. He grew up, they didn't have a whole lot. They grew up on a farm, and he enlisted in the military and went to the military as soon as he could, and he's just been working his whole life. So, I get that here. I know this isn't going to be for everybody, but for whoever that's for, this is someone who either grew up in the South or in the country, or they left where they were and they're alone now. Like or this is what they want to do. Someone's dream is to either get away from all the noise, grow up in the country, grow up where they can live life more humbly, enjoy nature, take it all in, or they grew up that way. I'm hearing humble beginnings, or I don't know, someone's just got a real down-to-earth type vibe. They'll never forget where they came from, or they'll never take things for granted. Like, they don't waste. This is someone I feel like who doesn't waste anything. They don't like to waste. Maybe even the type of like eat everything on your plate type person. You know what I mean? If you can, not to the point where you're sick, but don't put more on your plate than you're going to eat. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So I wasn't going to talk about that song, but I feel like I know that part's not relevant for everybody, but for whoever it's for, maybe that's a huge confirmation. Is something to do with Kentucky, Tennessee, or maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's a drink ski. Maybe it's coleslaw, maybe it's a hamburger. I don't know, maybe it's marbles, okay? Maybe walker, something to do with walker, or a cane. Or cane, someone's name's cane. Or literally like a walking cane or a candy cane, okay? Because I'm seeing walker as a cane. But yeah, all right, so here we go. I'm not kidding when I say that whoever I'm picking up on here is like hot damn when it comes to you, but they are hot damn. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. This isn't to make anyone feel better. This is exactly what I got, was that someone here is like, wow, over you, especially if you're single. For my singles watching this, unless it's you and it's reversed, you're like, oh my God, about someone. Maybe because it's like, wow, we have so much in common, or you're just like, I don't know, like, it's like I got a lot of respect for you or something like that. I don't know, I'm highly attracted to you, to who you are. It's not just looks here, guys. It's more like I'm highly attracted to who you are as a person, as a woman, as a man, okay? That's what I was getting. So much so the whole group wrote a song about a man who was incredible. And it was just this, like, humble warrior, I don't know how to describe it, but someone's extremely, you could say, impressed with you. And the beautiful thing is, you're not trying to impress anyone, but they are impressed with you. They're probably impressed with you because you're not trying to impress anyone. If you're already in a relationship, your person's madly in love with you. But why do I feel, well, we'll get there. So yeah, major attraction to you, this person is I wrote things that were coming to my mind, and I was thinking this person's attracted to you like a bug to a windshield, like a shark to blood, like cat to catnip, you know what I mean? They are that attracted to you. It's not just physical, it's a chemistry type thing. It's like, oh my God. The only, and this is kind of a shitty example, but the only thing I can think of, this is an awful example actually, is, when you pass a wreck, or you pass something that's like, just really, either way, we're supposed to keep our eyes on the road. We're driving here. It's dangerous. but you can't help but rubberneck. You're the type of person that sends this person into a rubbernecking frenzy. Like, they're supposed to be, everybody's honking at them, and they're just like, oh my, and they know they're supposed to keep their eyes on the road, or they need to. It's probably better for their, but what are they doing? They're over here because they can't help it. It's like, I can't help but, like, look at what's going on over here. They're distracted by you, you know, and not in a bad way. That's why I said it's a bad example, because that's a bad thing to do, is to rubberneck, because we need to look here, because this is the way we're going. But unless we want another wreck. But I don't think it's bad that someone's focused on you. I just think they can't help it. Like, you're sending this person into cold showers constantly. Like, they can't, you know what I mean? It's like that when you first initially are just like wowed by somebody. It's like, oh my God, hot damn. And you think about them a whole lot. That's what I feel like. Somebody's thinking about you a whole lot. Oh my God. Oh wow. There's no way the timer's already going off. Anyway, it is, but I'm gonna keep going. So, to say somebody's curious about you is a total understatement here. They're more than curious about you. If they already have you, I'm perplexed. I'm a little perplexed if this is for anybody who's already in a relationship, because of how you feel. Because I feel like your walls are up. I do. So that's why I think it's more for singles here. Your walls are up. Maybe it's not up against a certain particular person. Maybe it's just up in general. You know, maybe this is someone who's attracted to you, but you don't even know. Unless, which of course you do know. I mean, I don't know. Either way, you got your walls up. Whether you have your walls up to a particular individual, or you just got your walls up in general, your walls are up. You're less, they're curious, you're cautious. You're a little more cautious, okay? If this is not you and it's not resonating at all, it's somebody you know, this is them with another, or in general, okay? So basically I wrote that your walls are up, or someone's walls are up here. You're not looking for a time passer, and I think that's what's really important to take note of here. You're not looking for someone to just like keep you company. In fact, you probably enjoy your alone time. Yeah, vice versa. Somebody here enjoys their alone time and is perfectly fine and comfortable being alone, maybe even prefers it. And then it's like, look, I don't just want someone, I want the one. I want my one. And if I don't get my one, then, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want passer timers just to keep you company, so you don't feel lonely. You're perfectly fine with it. Or whoever this is totally fine with it. I think if there's somebody who's interested in you, they know this. Somehow they know it. Whether you've just made it known, or they can tell, or they know that. I'll throw this out. I'm just going to throw it out there. If you are in a relationship, or if this isn't anybody's message watching this, whoever's connected to you and this is their story, whoever's in a relationship here, it might be that perhaps there is a person who's like, I think I'm not with the right one. And maybe someone just hasn't said that yet, but someone may be realizing they're not with the right one. Like, they may love and care for their partner or something, or have deep feelings depending on how long it's been, but someone may be realizing that they're not with the right one. And that can make people withdraw. You know how that happens in relationships and shit, and people start getting a little irritable, and then they start hating. It's like you start hating things about them. Like, every little thing is like a pet peeve, gets on your nerves. How they blink, how they chew, how they sleep, how they walk, how they sit on a couch, what they do with their clothes, how they stir their food, how they brush their teeth, how they, I don't know, all of it. How they drive. It's like every little thing starts to fucking irritate you, and you're just like, but that's because you're not happy, you know what I mean? Been there. So that could be the case. I mean, I guess I'm getting more singles here though, but yeah. So what else did I write? Okay, so for those of you, whatever, we'll just lump them all together. You choose if you're single or not, or whatever the story is. I don't want to keep going back and forth. It's confusing. I think this is someone who wants to be sweet on you. I think this is a very sweet person. I think they're crazy about you. I don't know what to tell you. I think somebody's crazy about you. Absolutely crazy about you. I think that they will remember things about you, especially, I know I said I wouldn't do it, but especially for my singles. I think they'll remember things about you. I think they're thoughtful. I think they're, you know, the type that would, if it's cold, they're going to give you their jacket. They're going to think about you first before they think about themselves. That's what I was getting. I think that it's hard to find people who are genuinely sweet these days, and they're not just doing things to get something out of it. But I think this is a genuinely sweet person. They have a natural kindness. They're naturally kind, you know? They're understanding and sensitive to others' feelings and experiences. Even if this is like a man, you know? This would be a sensitive man, like someone who genuinely thinks about things and cares about others' feelings, and they certainly care about yours. They're considerate. This is a person who will take note of things you like and try to surprise you with them. They're very romantic, thoughtful, things I've already said. May even be someone who fancies starting off as your friend first before getting deeper. So think of a friend of yours, it might be one of them. Okay, or someone who is like going to be like an acquaintance first, and they don't want to they don't want to flood you with love and affection and all this up front, because they don't want to ruin it. They don't want to push you away. They don't want to startle you. But ultimately, they got an end goal in mind, and it's getting you. They feel it. Somebody here may even feel like you haven't had enough love and affection, like you haven't had enough TLC. Maybe you need a little bit more, and that's how they see it. Or they'll start to see that over a period of time, that maybe you are the way that you are with the walls up or whatever because, well, you've seen the cruelty and the truth of this world, to be honest. Not just romantically, but in all ways. They will show you as a friend what all they're willing to do, so that you trust that if they'll be this sweet to you as your friend, they'll also be this way as your lover. See what I mean? Like, that's a good play. That's a good play right there. That's smart. That's wise. Get you to trust them in that way first before anything else. Again, for those who are already together here, perhaps that happened. It was like we talked for a while and then we ended up getting together, getting married, moving in, being exclusive. You might end up being where you're not so certain over a period of time, whereas they still are very certain. Sometimes that happens, you know. If this doesn't resonate, like, don't make it that fit. Because some people are in very thriving, happy relationships here. It could be someone connected to you going through that, okay? So, it may be hard to initially sync up due to whatever kind of factors. Like, if you're trying to get to know somebody or, you know, initiate something, start something, or someone's trying to initiate, start something with you, I feel like for some of you it's going to be difficult, or maybe it's already happening and it already is being a little difficult to kind of catch each other at the same time, or see each other when you both want, due to scheduling or maybe even distance, something like that. And that could be a factor where it's kind of like, well, I'm hearing something to do with sticks. Somebody lives out in the sticks. Here we go, reference again to country life or wilderness, living out in the, I don't know. Something to do with sticks. 1, 2, pick up sticks. Something to do with pick up sticks. Sticks, living in the sticks. Or, you know what else I see when I say sticks? I either see chopsticks, or you know those French fried onions, not French fried onions, well maybe, but French fries. They're not real French fries, but they come in like a can or a bag, and it's like chips, but they're like sticks. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? They're like French fry sticks. I see that right now in my mind's eye. I also see Fun Dip, like those type sticks, pretzel sticks, not the pretzels that are like bent like they're making love to each other, but like the pretzel sticks, like the phallus, the pretzel stick. I'm getting stick figure, stick man. Someone could have lost a lot of weight here. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this message. So what should I title this? I don't know. Do you make somebody want to take a cold shower? I mean, I don't really know. Marbles, do Miss Walker? What do I call it? To sum it up, because I know I bounced around a lot. I was talking about relationships, singles, all this. Someone here is more reserved. If this is your message, it would be you. If it's not, it could be reversed. Or if it doesn't even sort of resonate, it possibly is somebody connected to you and they're quite reserved when it comes to another. Either someone they're with or someone who wants to be with them. Something like that. But the other individual is, I'm talking like head over heels. Head over heels. And wants to move forward. Definitely. Romantically, or stay together romantically. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. Something else is trying to come through, and I can't really tell what that is. It almost gives me vibes of like someone's lusting after someone's partner. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that, and I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to get into that because I don't feel it strongly, but there's something here about that. I don't know. It almost makes me feel like, be careful. You know, okay, I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say it. I don't think it's someone's partner. You know what I think this is? I'm just getting it right here at the tail end. It could be someone here, however this resonates for anybody, who ends up, you know, being interested in someone, and then they tell their buddy, or they tell their friend, they tell their family member, they tell somebody like, hey, there's this girl, there's this guy that I'm interested in, and that person ends up lusting after this person's love interest, like wanting them instead of them to have them. You know what I mean? Did I make sense in that? I'm getting that. That's what I'm getting right here at the tail end. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys again. Happy birthday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.